Washington. Surrounded by dozens of Democratic donors at a glass art gallery in Chicago last week, President Joe Biden urged them to look beyond negative poll numbers and make sure their donations aren't wasted. Afterwards, Biden joked to the crowd, "I still might screw it up." Attendees at the campaign fundraiser laughed. But many Democrats fear a serious disconnect between popularity of Biden's agenda and the man himself, as president's approval ratings remain stubbornly low and voters continue to express concerns about his age. Some of those concerns were eased by the results of Tuesday's election, in which Democrats emerged victorious in Kentucky, Virginia, Ohio and Pennsylvania. Democrats' big night at the White House was a bright spot in an otherwise dark week as they grapple with reactions to two wars and try to minimize the president's flagging poll numbers. Only 38% of adults approve of Biden's job performance, according to a November Associated Press NORC poll. But few outsiders are confident that year-end victories will necessarily lead to Biden's re-election or broader Democratic success next year. Nowhere is this disconnect more evident than in Ohio, where a Democratic-backed measure to establish the constitutional right to abortion won by 13 last Tuesday. Once the nation's leading swing state, Ohio was handily manipulated by Donald Trump in the last two elections. Ohio Democrats also don't expect Biden to compete in the state next year. In 2020, Sen. This is not a yellow brick road to the presidency just because Ohio has pushed back against Republican extremism, said Nina Turner, an Ohio-based progressive leader who served as co-chair of Bernie Sanders' national campaign. Turner warned that Biden is losing support among younger voters, especially those from communities of color. The president's supporters are delusional if they think he is in a strong position heading into 2024. He said, "People inside the bubble, I call them the brunch group, can keep spinning this. They do it at their own peril." He said, "What's going on in the streets is very different." Former Rep. John Yarmuth, DKY, said the idea that Tuesday's victories will translate into Biden's electoral successes next year is a fundamental delusion. He said he was concerned that Biden would fare much worse against Trump than a mainstream Democrat. But leading Democrats have so far refused to challenge Biden. "I think I would be stupid not to be a little worried," Yarmuth said, noting Biden's increasingly aggressive stance against his predecessor. Yarmuth added, "I think it's an indication that he realizes that he needs to take down Trump and not just put his own record forward." Still, Biden's team argues that Tuesday's results only confirm broad popularity of issues that will form the basis of president's re-election campaign, such as abortion rights, democracy and Biden's legislative achievements, including his nearly two-year-old infrastructure bill. We've HEA